Today on 21st July, Archangel Micheal says, I order you to open this right now. A surprising news is coming to your home. Open it quickly. Archangel Micheal says you have no time to waste. This message is reaching you right now for a divine reason. Your name was whispered through realms of light, and the energy surrounding your household has suddenly shifted. A powerful force of light has passed over your home this morning. At exactly 6:00 a.m., an invisible veil was removed from your space. This removal was not random, it was orchestrated by higher realms because something sacred must now find its way into your life. For weeks, your spirit has endured the pressure of hidden disappointments. You have smiled while silently battling things others could never understand. But Archangel Micheal says the delay has been crushed. Heaven has signed your release into breakthrough. You are not imagining the signs you felt lately. That sudden tightness in your chest, the chills at night, the flickering lights, the gut instinct to check your phone, all of these were divine indicators. Something important was about to break through. Your home had been selected to receive a divine delivery. The kind of news that doesn't come wrapped in ordinary packaging. This news is being escorted by angels, and the vibration it carries will raise the frequency of everything in your household. It will soften the pain you've been trying to live through. You have been asking for something, silently, deeply, from your soul, not just your lips. Your heart has been crying behind closed doors, and that cry reached divine ears. Today, Archangel Micheal says the response has already been sent, and it's moving fast. The news is not just good, it's redemptive. It's the kind of news that will undo the sorrow of the past few years in one divine moment. Someone who once turned their back on you is now being guided back with truth in their mouth and peace in their hands. You will feel a shift inside your body before the knock at the door. It may come as a letter. It may come as a phone call. Or it may come as a person standing at your threshold, trembling with emotion and holding something that belongs in your hands. Do not brush off this message thinking it is just metaphor. This is a prophecy stamped by divine order. If you listen carefully, the silence around you today will feel different, like it's holding something sacred. Because it is. It's holding a sacred surprise on the edge of manifestation. A piece of mail was delayed weeks ago due to interference. But today, that block was removed. The system that tried to withhold your favor has been overridden by something greater than human logic. At 7:44 a.m., the spiritual order went into effect. A parcel, physical or metaphorical, is en route to your location, carrying the echo of joy you almost gave up on. Archangel Micheal says this surprise will restore your belief in unexpected blessings. You have been lied to, pushed down, forgotten, and manipulated, but none of it could cancel what heaven wrote about you. The news is still active. For someone reading this right now, your room has been spiritually cleansed this morning. What felt heavy yesterday will feel light tonight. And by the time the sun sets, you will sense something standing near your front door. It's not fear, it's fulfillment. Your house may seem quiet today, but there is movement in the invisible. Furniture was not moved, but dimensions were. Energy shifted. Time shifted. Now the reward is rushing in. Even the things you thought were lost in the mail or misfelt have been located by divine order. Archangel Micheal says you must be emotionally available to receive this news. Do not let old disappointments harden your heart against what is coming. What you expected from the wrong people is now coming through divine vessels. Stay alert. Stay kind. Stay open. There's a sound coming. You may hear wind hitting your windows. A name may suddenly repeat in your mind. Or your pet may act strangely. This is not coincidence. It's presence. It's arrival. It's the shift. You were meant to see this message before your surprise arrives. That is why heaven waited for the perfect second to reveal this word to you. Your eyes seeing this now confirms you are aligned with the hour of arrival. You are not late, you're right on time. That money you almost lost, a message is coming about it. That relationship you buried, a message is coming about it. That opportunity you thought passed you by, a message is coming about it. And all of it will come with proof so undeniable, you won't need to explain yourself anymore to anyone. Something is on the way to you that was stolen years ago. Your identity was once confused by people who couldn't see the truth of your spirit. They covered you in their fears, their lies, their limitations. But now a divine messenger is coming to lift the veil and hand back your clarity. There is a whistle blowing in the spiritual realm. Your name was mentioned again and again until a final order was signed last night. It simply says, deliver it today. That's why your door will feel different when you touch the knob. The news is already close. Your reaction will be soft at first, then powerful. You may not cry instantly. You may pause, breathe, and shake your head in disbelief. And then, the emotion will pour out, not from sadness, but from long-awaited relief. It is the feeling of being seen again. You will remember this day not as random, but as revelation. Archangel Micheal says, this news may come wrapped in surprise, but its purpose is restoration. It is coming to put back what life took. It is coming to silence the enemy's laugh. It is coming to rewrite your timeline. There is a divine camera watching your reactions today. It is watching how you respond to peace. It is observing if you will make room for it, or sabotage it out of habit. Choose to believe. Choose to prepare. Because when the blessing comes, it won't knock twice. You only need to say yes once and everything will start to unfold. The path will open. The document will be signed. The voice that once denied you will now advocate for you. And a messenger will whisper something you never thought you'd hear again. Do not speak to everyone about what's coming. This news is only for those who can hold it with purity. Share it with peace. Hold it in wisdom. Because what you receive is a reflection of how much you've grown spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. The old you would have rejected this. But you're not the old you anymore. And that is why the news is now safe to enter. Archangel Micheal says, everything is about to feel different. The people who come to your door this week will either bring joy or expose their own jealousy. Be observant. But do not be afraid. The surprise may first feel unreal, but it is more real than the pain you've carried. It's more real than the abandonment you once felt. It's more real than the words that broke your heart. Those words are now dissolving into dust, because something new is echoing louder. You were chosen for this. You are not an afterthought. You are the destination. Today's message confirms it. You were never forgotten. This delivery was simply waiting for the perfect alignment, and today, July 20th, it has arrived. Archangel Micheal says, your house will be a place of peace now. The struggle attached to your name is over. The storm you tried to ride alone is now finished. Make space physically and spiritually for the gift arriving. Clean your room. Light a candle. Play music that reminds your soul that it's still alive. Because you are not the same. And what's coming knows that. This message was sent to you because your hands will soon be holding something they once thought you would never touch again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The energy that once resisted you has now collapsed. There are no more unseen hands blocking your pathway. No more whispering voices standing between you and your destiny. Those who spoke against you with fake smiles and false stories are now being silenced by truth. Archangel Micheal says this surprising news will come wrapped in more than paper. It will be wrapped in divine timing. Even your past mistakes will bow before the grace that's heading your way. This news does not come to punish or correct. It comes to reward the soul that kept walking even when no one clapped. It comes to elevate what the world tried to ignore. This very moment, your address has been tagged in the spirit realm. There's an angel standing with an open scroll. Your name is not only visible, it's underlined in gold. This is a divine signature of activation. What once passed over your roof will now land at your doorstep. Someone you once helped, maybe unknowingly, has remembered you. They were recently elevated into a higher position, and now they are reaching back for you. This act of remembrance will be part of your news. It may come through their voice, through a letter they sign, or through someone they send to your home. Your past generosity was never wasted. Every kind act, every tear you wiped, every sacrifice you made without recognition was recorded, and now it's being converted into tangible return. You thought they forgot. Heaven didn't. It was saved for now. There's movement at your gates. The spirit world is alert. Birds might fly strangely today. You may hear knocks when no one's there. The air might feel thick with suspense. It's because something divine is pacing outside your earthly timeline, preparing to step in. And the news you'll receive, it holds more than information, it holds transformation. It might tell you about an inheritance. It might speak of a reconnection. It might include a relocation. But no matter the form it takes, it will carry the power to change the course of your life story. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too invisible. This news coming to your home was always destined. It just had to wait for your spirit to strengthen. You had to survive what others didn't know you were going through. And now that you have, the release is authorized. Archangel Micheal says your readiness is the trigger. The divine realms will not deliver something into ungrateful or fearful hands. But your hands have been purified by waiting, by enduring, and by holding on when everything else tried to let go. Your hands are ready. You might feel emotional without knowing why today. You may find yourself wanting to clear clutter, clean the hallway, or simply sit quietly. These are divine instincts preparing the space. A news coming to you is sacred. Your home is about to be a resting place for miracles. For someone, the doorbell will ring when you least expect it. You may open it thinking it's ordinary, but the voice or item on the other side will shake you into awareness. What you thought would take years to resolve will be spoken in one sentence, and your heart will know it's finally time. You will breathe easier tonight. The energy around you will feel like softness, not struggle. You will be guided to play a song you haven't heard in years, and that melody will confirm it. Something from the past is returning to bless, not to break you. This news will also reveal something about a woman connected to your journey. She once hid something from you, believing she was protecting you. But truth cannot be silenced forever. A letter, voice note, or unexpected visit you receive may contain the missing piece of a puzzle that's haunted you for years. And once it's revealed, your entire view of the past will change. You will not feel bitter, you will feel relief. You will not feel revenge, you will feel release. Because at last, you will have the missing part. And with it, the weight of confusion will finally lift. There is divine light forming around your front door. It's not visible to the naked eye, but it's real. That's why people are suddenly drawn to you again. That's why names you haven't heard in years are suddenly reaching out. They feel the pull of something they can't explain. But it's the arrival energy. Your voice may tremble when you speak to someone later today, because they may unknowingly bring part of this message. Pay attention. Even a simple "did you hear what happened today?" could be heaven's whisper through human lips. Listen closely. The details matter. There's a certain number you may see repeatedly: 20, 7, 44, or 11. These are time stamps, divine markers. They are not just numbers, they are confirmations. July 20th will never be just another date for you again. It will become a turning point, a doorway, a sacred arrival. And from this day on, your life will not feel like it did before. The air will feel thinner. Your chest will feel lighter. The burdens that shadowed you will start to feel distant. Why? Because they are no longer attached to you. You are being cleared for favor. Even in silence, the heavens have been preparing your moment. And now the moment has reached your coordinates. Your mailbox, your phone, your doormat, your inner knowing, all were part of this unfolding delivery. Each one may be used as a vessel to bring the news. Trust your body today. If your heart skips suddenly, if your eyes tear without cause, if your skin tingles, it is your spirit reacting before your mind catches up. The soul knows what's coming. It has been waiting in alignment while you waited in confusion. Archangel Micheal says, you will not need to chase what's yours. It is coming. Not with delay, not with confusion, but with clarity and power. And when it comes, it will not hesitate. You'll know exactly why the wait had to be this long. Because anything less than this news would have felt like settling. And heaven does not send scraps to royalty. It sends completion. You are not meant to live in fragments anymore. You are meant to live in fullness. Today marks the beginning of your full circle. A journey that started years ago is now meeting its divine destination. A thing you lost. It's coming back. What better? The version coming now hath been blessed, refined, and enhanced. You will look at your door differently from today onward. You will remember the day it all changed, not with fire, not with chaos, but with a quiet knock and a trembling truth that said, it's finally here. And you will answer not just the door but the calling. Because this news is not just to surprise you. It's to awaken you. To remind you who you are. To validate your journey. To position you for more. Archangel Micheal says, stay alert. This message was your spiritual key. Now the lock is undone. All that's left is for you to receive what has already been released. It is coming. It is close. It is yours. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Here is something unusual about the air around your home today. Even the breeze knows your name. The birds may sound louder. Light filtering through your window may seem warmer. These are not accidents. These are confirmations. The arrival of this news has altered the very atmosphere. Your house is no longer a place of just daily living, it has become a beacon. A signal has been activated. And now, the divine delivery is racing through every obstruction that once stood in your way. Roads are clearing. People who once delayed you are now stepping aside. What blocked you yesterday can no longer hold power. Someone is calling your name in places you haven't even walked into yet. A door has opened in a room where your voice was once ignored. But now, that same room has your name on the lips of decision-makers, leaders, or distant hearts being spiritually guided to you. They do not know all of your story, but they feel your energy pulling them in. Your home will echo with laughter again. Your mirror will soon reflect a version of you that's been waiting to resurface. The heaviness in your shoulders will lift, and when you look at yourself, you'll know, this is the day everything quietly turned around. You've endured storms, betrayal, false accusations, and silent disappointments. But today, that suffering expires. Archangel Micheal says, the next 24 hours are wrapped in divine fire. Nothing dark will be able to touch what is coming for you. Even the people who once mocked your pain will pause in disbelief when they witness your restoration. The surprise that's coming is not to oppress, it's to fulfill. There's a car that may stop near your home today. Watch closely. It may not be for you at first glance, but there is energy surrounding it. Either someone inside is thinking about you or carrying something with your energy on it. It may be delayed hours, but it's aligned perfectly in divine time. Expect a name from your past to appear suddenly. It might pop up on your screen, or in a dream, or in a stranger's story. This name is tied to the thread that connects your new beginning. They hold a part of the good news that's making its way to you. This person may have once left you in silence. But now, the silence is over. The guilt in their chest has grown too heavy. And their truth, once suppressed, is finally surfacing. Whether they speak it in person or through someone else, it's part of your healing and part of your confirmation that this news is more than just arrival, it's justice. A child may say something unusual to you today. Do not brush it off. Children are often vessels of divine energy. Their words are raw, unfiltered, and spiritually sensitive. A message might come through the innocent lips of one who doesn't even know the weight of what they're saying. But you will know. You may wake up tonight between 2:00 a.m. and 3:00 a.m. And if you do, don't be afraid. That moment will be sacred. A spiritual presence may stand near you not to scare but to show you that what's been declared over you is unfolding. You will feel warmth on your skin and peace in your soul. Archangel Micheal says, your sleep will become sacred again. No more dormant. No more racing thoughts. No more restless nights. The surprise that's coming will bring not only joy, but rest. Divine rest. The kind that heals what medicine cannot. The kind that makes your soul feel safe again. You will receive an item soon, something small but meaningful. A keychain, a card, a gift bag, or even a note left at your gate. It may seem simple to others, but your spirit will recognize it as more. It will hold memory. It will hold timing. It will hold truth. Don't look for logic in every detail. This surprise is spiritual before it becomes physical. The logical mind won't understand how the timing is so perfect or how the people suddenly aligned in your favor. But your soul already knows. This is your moment. The energy that once weighed your chest down is now rising off you like smoke. You are no longer bound by the chains of delay. A notification will come soon. A sound. A confirmation. And when it does, you will pause, freeze, and feel a sudden knowing. That is the moment of divine landing. There's an email or message you forgot about that will suddenly resurface. It may have been buried in your inbox or hidden in spam. But now, it's making its way to you. Check your messages carefully today. There's something you once longed for hidden in digital form. And now it's glowed again. You are being watched by heaven, but not for judgment. For fulfillment. Your pain will not define your story. This surprise is coming to add a chapter you didn't expect, one filled with clarity, comfort, and cosmic alignment. Even the doubts you whispered in the dark are being answered by divine timing. You will speak again with power. You will walk again with dignity. You will rise without needing to explain to anyone how you got up from what was meant to break you. Because the news that's coming is loud enough. It will speak for you. And once it comes, there will be no going back. No going back to self-doubt. No going back to settling. No going back to begging for crumbs of love or respect. You are stepping into the divine ownership of your name, your path, and your peace. Archangel Micheal says, the message was delayed only because it had to be sealed with certainty. No mistake could reach your doorstep today. Only divine precision. Only spiritual release. This surprise has waited long enough. Now it's breaking through. Today, July 20th, will not just be a memory. It will be a holy marker. The kind of day you'll reference when you tell others about your turnaround. You'll say, that was the day it all changed. Quietly. Toughly. But permanently. Prepare for it. Be open. Clear your space. Breathe deeply. And remember, you are not waiting anymore. You are receiving now. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The timeline that once felt frozen around you has now begun to move. You may not hear the ticking, but everything is now in motion. Every second is a step closer to that knock, that call, that message, each heartbeat aligning with the rhythm of a destiny restored. It has already begun. You are inside the moment you used to pray for. You may feel dizzy, tired, or emotionally sensitive throughout the day. This is not weakness, it is spiritual synchronization. Your body is adjusting to the energetic frequency of what's coming. Your system is being prepared to hold joy again without the fear of losing it. Archangel Micheal says, someone has spoken your name this morning with deep reverence. They are not just thinking of you, they are seeking you. They've reached a stage in their own growth where the memory of you has become a light they cannot forget. They are coming. And they are not empty-handed. You'll notice strange moments of déjà vu today. You may walk into a room and feel like you've seen the moment before. You may reread an old message and realize its meaning has changed. That's because your future is overlapping with your present. The timeline is folding into the now. What was prophesied long ago is now becoming physical reality. The surprising news you are about to receive will restore your name in places where it was dragged. You have remained silent while others twisted your truth. You have allowed grace to speak instead of rage. And now heaven is answering that restraint with reward. Vindication is not coming through drama, it is coming through deliverance. Someone who once made you feel small is watching you rise now, and their silence confirms they see it. But don't waste a moment in bitterness. Your life is no longer about who left, it's about who's arriving. And what's coming to your home is more than just a blessing, it's a shift in reputation, energy, and expectation. The very walls of your home are remembering your tears. And now those same walls will witness your joy. Archangel Micheal says, your home will echo with laughter, celebration, and relief. What once felt like a cage will now feel like a sanctuary. Even the scent in your space will feel different after today. Watch for flowers. Either a real bouquet, an image, or the sudden mention of them. This is your divine confirmation that new life is blooming. That you are stepping into a season of color, beauty, and gentle favor. Your days of hiding your joy are over. It's time to share your light. You may get a strange urge to take a different route or clean a particular room today. Follow the nudge. It's not random, it's directional. You are being guided to prepare physically for what is already aligning spiritually. Even your furniture, clothing, and posture are shifting to make room for the moment that will redefine you. A family member may suddenly act different toward you. Don't question it. Their spirit can sense what's coming, even if their mind hasn't caught up yet. What's heading your way will soften hearts, restore bridges, and awaken new respect from people who once overlooked your value. There may be a delayed delivery or package that suddenly appears today. This is a sign. The divine timing that governs your path has now unlocked. Every delay has served to perfect the moment you are about to enter. You will no longer have to wait, chase, beg, or repeat yourself to be seen. Your light is too visible now. The spirit world sees you. Your ancestors are watching. Your angels are surrounding. Archangel Micheal stands with his sword lowered not in battle but in honor. The war around your house is over. The reward begins now. Prepare to hear, I didn't forget about you. Prepare to feel, this is what I waited for. Prepare to know, this is mine, and I don't need to explain it. Because you have crossed a line in the spirit realm. You are now on the side where answered prayers live. And the surprising news coming to your home today is just the beginning of the unfolding revelation. What was stolen will be returned. What was denied will be restored. What was hidden will be revealed. There is one final word Archangel Micheal says to seal this message: do not shrink to make others comfortable around your favor. You have paid for this season in tears, in silence, and humility. And now the light belongs to you. Do not dim it. Let them watch. Let them wonder. But do not let them make you question what is clearly a divine gift. This is not random. This is not lucky. This is ordained. Your house is the address of a breakthrough. Your door is the threshold of testimony. Your name is the sound heaven is announcing today. You will smile again without forcing it. You will laugh again without guilt. You will rest again without nightmares. Because what's coming will reset everything. Not in pieces, but in perfect placement. This is the kind of surprise that writes your next 10 years. The kind that turns trauma into transformation. The kind that turns pain into prophecy. Archangel Micheal says this is the hour. Not tomorrow. Not next month. Today. Open your eyes. Open your hands. Open your spirit. Because the news that was held in sacred chambers has now entered the physical world. It is on its way to your home. And when it arrives, everything changes. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Micheal watches as this message is read by the one it was always meant for you. You didn't stumble across this. You were drawn to it. Pulled in by the invisible hand of divine timing. The hour has arrived, and now the veil is lifting from everything that confused you, broke you, and made you question your worth. You may have cried alone, hidden in silence, worn a brave face when your soul was unraveling. But no more. Now the shift is not internal only, it is external, physical, undeniable. The surprising news coming to your home is not just to be received with open arms but with lifted head, because you endured long enough to deserve it. This is more than a delivery, it is a divine transaction. What's being placed in your hands will unlock future events, new alliances, and healing that flows backward through your past. The moment your fingers touch what's being sent to you, your energy will shift permanently. For some, the news will come in paper form. Approval. A jet. A signed document. A sealed envelope marked urgent. For others, it will arrive through a person's voice, one they never thought they'd hear again. A voice that trembles. A voice that carries the weight of truth. A voice that will break you down into tears not of pain, but of confirmation. It was always meant for you. The wind may shift at the very moment the news arrives. You might notice a bird fly by, a door creak without wind, the scent of something you haven't smelled in years. These are not eerie signs, they are sacred cues, echoes of what is being restored. You are not just about to receive something, you are about to remember who you are. This moment will take you back to a version of yourself you thought was buried. The light in your eyes will return. The softness in your heart will expand. You will walk in rooms differently, because peace will be your new armor. You have paid in full for the silence, the rejection, the loneliness. And now you will be reimbursed. Not by people, but by heaven itself. The surprise that is coming is divine compensation for emotional debt. And once it lands, no one will be able to take it away, not courts, not liars, not betrayers. It will be sealed in your timeline with holy ink. This will be the day you look back on and say, that's when the chapter turned. Archangel Micheal says, the angels who cried with you are now rejoicing beside you. Heaven has already started singing your name. There is celebration in the realm that sees beyond your natural vision. And it's all because of this moment. Because of this delivery. Because of this surprise that you are finally ready to hold. You will feel a moment of silence so deep, it feels as if time has stopped. That will be the moment everything becomes still before it moves. Heaven often moves in silence. And that's what this news will do, it will shake you, not with chaos, but with clarity. A clarity so sharp, you'll never be the same again. A neighbor, a stranger, or even someone you barely remember may mention something today. Don't dismiss it. They are part of the ripple. They may not understand why they feel drawn to you, but you do. As your aura, your house, your vibration. It's all changing because the announcement has already been made. Today is not ordinary. It's not random. It's not just another page in your calendar. It's the divine fulfillment of something heaven has held in suspense for far too long. The clock has struck. The gate is open. And what's been circling is landing at your home, for your name by divine design. Even technology will respond to your energy. You may experience a random notification, glitch, or call drop. These things are not errors, they are spiritual interference caused by angelic movement around you. Don't fear it. Don't ignore it. Just stay open and grounded. Your home is now an entry point for something otherworldly and beautiful. If you feel the urge to cry today, let it out. Your tears will not fall in confusion, they will fall in release. A weight is lifting. The season is shifting. And your name is echoing through dimensions. When the surprising news reaches your hands, you will pause before opening it. That moment right before is holy. Your breath will catch. Your heart will speak louder than your mind. And everything around you will grow quiet as heaven watches you hold the thing you waited for, suffered for, and never let go of in your dreams. And when you open it, you'll know. You'll know that you are not the same anymore. You'll know that you have just entered the part of your story where joy returns and stays. Archangel Micheal says, when the knock, the message, the news arrives, take a moment. Close your eyes. Speak gratitude. Edge your jet. And say to yourself, I made it. I was never forgotten. This was always mine. Because today, the veil was lifted. A light found you. A moment arrived. And you said yes. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. The arrival of this surprising news won't just bless your home, it will cleanse it. You may not realize it, but energy that once lingered from heartbreak, betrayal, and loss has begun to release from your walls, your furniture, your bed, and even your favorite chair. This news coming will sweep through the remaining dust of sorrow and fill your space with something new. Presence. The presence of peace. The presence of purpose. The presence of long-awaited answers. Someone from your bloodline who passed before you were born has been praying for this exact moment to come to pass. You are the one chosen to receive what your ancestors could not hold. This is not just about you, it's about everything your lineage was denied. That's why this moment feels bigger than your heart can hold. Because it is. Your name is now being protected under divine authority. Even the hands that once wanted to block your light are now frozen. They can watch, but they cannot interfere. They can whisper, but they cannot rewrite what has already been approved in the heavens. You may hear thunder soon even if the skies are clear. You may feel a shiver down your spine even in the warmth. You may dream of water, light, staircases, or voices calling out your name. These are all signals. The divine message is not just coming to you, it is coming through you, shaking your very core and waking up everything inside you that forgot how to believe. This is your moment to rise without apology, to receive without shame, to celebrate without explanation. Archangel Micheal says, Do not explain your blessings to anyone. If someone asks why you do not owe them an answer. The divine knows your heart, your endurance, and your sacrifices. The people who see only the outcome were never present for the process. Let them wonder. Let them whisper. But do not dim. This news is not fragile. It will not break under pressure. It will not evaporate if you speak about it. But guard it anyway, not out of fear, but out of reverence. This is sacred. Not everyone will understand the magnitude of what you're about to carry. Before the sun sets today, you will feel it. A stirring. An invisible pull. You will pause and feel a heaviness lift, as if someone just walked into the room and removed a spiritual backpack from your shoulders. That's the moment. That's when the gate opens and the blessing begins its descent from spiritual to tangible. Your intuition may scream louder than ever. Listen to it. It may lead you to open a drawer you forgot, to check an old journal, to walk past your front door and pause. That is alignment. That is the angelic guide within you waking up and stepping forward to welcome what's about to come. A scent may fill your home suddenly, floral, incense, or something nostalgic. It may remind you of a lost loved one. You're a happy memory. This is not your imagination. This is their way of showing they are near, witnessing the moment your life is about to be shifted with grace. You might notice animals act differently around you. A butterfly may land closer than usual. A cat may stare at you intently. A bird may perch on your window with unusual calm. These are not distractions, they are divine confirmations. Archangel Micheal says, write this date down, July 20th. It is not just a memory, it is a covenant. The day heaven signed your release. The day your household was marked for good news. The day you stopped hoping and started receiving. Let the energy settle into your body. Place your hand over your heart. Say to yourself, it is here. It is mine. It has found me. Because everything that was chasing you has now fallen behind. And everything that was meant for you is now standing at your door. From now on, your house will feel lighter. The air will move softer. Even your reflection in the mirror will shift. Not because the world changed, but because you are no longer the version of yourself that was waiting. You are now the one who is holding, becoming. The surprising news that arrives will not need an announcement. Your smile will speak it. Your peace will confirm it. Your blow will declare it to anyone who comes close. This is your season of silent transformation. Let the news change you from the inside out. Let it rebuild the places within that felt abandoned. Let it pour into every emotional bruise. Let it remind you that nothing was in vain, not the nights you cried, not the days you smiled while breaking, not the seasons of silence. Archangel Micheal says, it is done. The waiting is over. The gift is yours. And the divine has already knocked. Now all that's left is for you to open the door. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. The entire energy field around you is under divine watch. No interference shall enter now. No betrayal shall get past the spiritual gate that's been placed around your household. Archangel Micheal says the circle of light around your name has expanded to the point where even those with harmful intentions will be spiritually blocked before they ever approach. Even your voice is gaining strength now. You will notice that what you speak begins to manifest faster. You'll think of someone, and they'll message you. You'll dream of something, and see it show up the next day. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. The surprising news that arrived or is arriving soon is activating something inside of you, your divine authority. You may feel called to sit in silence today, even in the middle of noise. Follow that urge. There's something sacred whispering to you beneath the distractions. Listen. You may hear the word ready repeated in your thoughts. That's not just affirmation, it's a command to begin receiving all that has been withheld from you for years. This surprising news is not meant to be the end, it's the opening chapter. The first door of a long hallway. And each step you take now will lead to more fulfillment, not more confusion. The delay was never denial, it was simply heaven ensuring the moment would be strong enough to carry the full weight of your restoration. Someone is watching you silently but not with harm. They are someone from a distance, possibly connected to your past. They've been keeping an eye on your growth, your strength, your transformation. And now, inspired by your resilience, they've been nudged by Spirit to bless you, support you, or connect again in truth. You'll feel it in your bones when this person reaches out. It will feel like full circle energy. Not drama. Not chaos. Just clarity. The kind that brings healing in one conversation, in one sentence, in one soft moment. Archangel Micheal says, the season of proving yourself has ended. You don't have to convince anyone of your value anymore. The surprising news you are receiving is confirmation that heaven has already validated your worth. There is no argument left to win. No stage left to stand on to be seen. You were seen in silence. You were chosen when no one clapped. You were approved while still in the fire. And now, what's arriving is simply the scroll in hand. The physical manifestation of what was already written long ago in the unseen. Walk differently now. You are no longer waiting, you are wearing. Wearing favor. Wearing grace. Wearing the reward of every seed you planted in secret, every prayer you released in pain, and every dream you dared not speak out loud because of fear it would be crushed. You don't have to fear anymore. You don't have to shrink anymore. You don't have to hide anymore. Because the announcement has already gone out in the heavens. You have entered the fulfillment. Look around your space right now. Whether your home is grand or simple, whether you're alone or surrounded, it is holy. Because the energy of this surprising news has transformed it. And where there is presence, there is purpose. You will find yourself waking up lighter. You will hear your own laughter returning in ways that don't feel forced. Your smile will stay longer. That is when you will know the shift is complete. Archangel Micheal says, mark this day in your soul. July 20th is no longer just a date. It is a seal. A signature in divine ink. From this moment forward, you'll remember it as the day your old self was laid to rest, and your destiny stood up fully alive. If people come back, let them. If others walk away, release them. Because now, what remains is what is meant to remain. And the surprising news, it will be the first of many. Because when heaven opens the window for one blessing, it doesn't close it after. It lets the flow continue. Like a river that overflows into every dry area of your life. Your finances will feel it. Your relationships will feel it. Your spirit, your joy, your sleep, your energy, your creativity, all of it will feel it. Because when something that powerful enters your home, it cannot help but change everything it touches. So breathe deeply, look up, and smile, not because you're guessing, but because you know. It's done. It's here. It's yours. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Now that the surprising news has entered your timeline, you must begin to walk as one who has received. Not in fear, not in apology, not in hesitation, but in calm confidence, in sacred knowing, in divine maturity. Because this wasn't luck. This wasn't chance. This was written before your birth, and now it is unfolding as planned. You have survived what others would have surrendered to. That survival has qualified you to step into a room where you no longer explain your pain but express your presence. Archangel Micheal says, what's entering your life will teach you how to hold peace. Not temporary moments of calm, but long-lasting, grounded, unshakable serenity. The kind that exists even if chaos knocks at your door. The kind that can't be stolen, mimicked, or fabricated. You will recognize this peace not by silence but by stillness. By how your body no longer trembles in conversations. By how your stomach no longer tightens in new connections. By how your eyes no longer dart looking for who might betray you next. The past has been unhooked from your nervous system. The surprise is not just the news itself, but how you will feel after receiving it. You will feel taller. You will speak slower but stronger. You will no longer carry the need to defend your past, because the future will be speaking so loudly. The door behind you will finally close without bitterness. Only peace. A divine scent of closure and opening. You are now in your season of dual anointing, rest and rise. You will finally get the rest you need. And from that rest, you will rise into a power you forgot you had. Everything in your space will begin to align. That broken clock will start ticking again. That light that kept flickering will stay steady. That corner of your home that once felt heavy will now feel warm. This is not just ambience. This is evidence. The shift was not imagined, it was real. Heaven has left fingerprints across your life, and now the glow is undeniable. You may hear people say, "You look different," or "There's something about you." Believe them. What they see is not physical alone, it's spiritual emergence. Your aura is no longer hidden. Your energy is no longer muted. Your story is no longer tied to suffering. Now, your story carries divine spark. Archangel Micheal says, the next time you open your door, imagine light pouring out. Because that is what will happen in the spirit. No one who enters your space will leave the same. Your home is becoming a healing space. A magnet for alignment. A resting place for angels. Those who are meant to love you will feel calm in your presence. Those who have wronged you will feel the pressure of their own conscience. This is not revenge. This is divine reversal. And the surprising news is only the beginning. Be mindful of your dreams tonight. They will be more vivid. Your sleep will deepen. You may wake with a phrase or a vision. Write it down. Heaven is speaking clear now that the gate has opened. The barrier is gone. The message is flowing. You may hear a knock in your dream or even in the physical. Listen. Don't run from it. Don't fear it. Welcome it. This is your breakthrough moment. In the days to come, You will start receiving back-to-back alignments, unexpected favor, forgotten opportunities reappearing, people apologizing, financial clarity, spiritual instructions, a clearer sense of purpose, and most of all, divine confirmation that everything you thought was lost was simply being held until you were strong enough to receive it. Let no voice shake what heaven has confirmed. Let no opinion cancel what is already yours. Archangel Micheal says, stand tall. You didn't just survive, you were selected. And this surprising news is the signature of heaven that marks the start of your restoration. This is not where it ends. This is where your legacy begins. As this chapter turns, your only task now is to remain open, to protect your peace, to follow the gentle nudges of intuition, to stay grounded in truth, and to expect goodness, not as a maybe but as a must. Because goodness is not a reward for the perfect. It is the promise for the persistent. And you, beloved, have been exceptionally persistent. Today, the heavens speak in one final whisper before they step back and allow you to receive fully. We never left you. We were always preparing this. And now that you've made it, rest. Hold it. Celebrate. And then walk forward as the chosen one you were born to be. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of